in this video we are going to discuss about study in Germany. So in this video we are going to cover the advantages of studying in Germany and the application process, and finally we will discuss about the cost of study and living over there. So, what are the key advantages of studying in Germany? Germany is well known for its world-class education. There are many innovations that has come across to the world from Germany. So, all these innovations are possible because this German education, their universities and colleges, lays a strong foundation for for the people over there, and that's why they are able to do so many good researches and able to come up with such kind of innovations. That means if someone is going to study in Germany, they are going to experience a world class education system over there, and this is the one main reason why people all not only from the India but across the world look after to study in Germany. Apart from this, Germany is in fact the largest economy in Europe, and that's why the job prospect is immense over there, especially if you master the German language, which gradually happens during your stay. So there is a no dearth of job over there. So this is one of the advantages. As I've said, the euro it is the strongest economy. So stronger the economy, better the job prospect over there. And then once you complete your study, you will get an 18 months job search visa. And during this time, not only in Germany, but you can travel to other Schengen countries also and look after your job prospect. So this is again an advantages. And if you are able to sustain yourself for 5 years over there with an employment and other such stuff, you will be eligible for PR. And remember, a PR in Germany is not only about Germany; it's about entire Europe, because you will be entitled to travel along all the Schengen countries without any visa requirements. And yes, if the things work smoothly, you can have a fast track towards the citizenship also. Next, what is the application process flow? So the application process flow is start with the research, that what kind of a universities you want to study in public or a private, depending upon your budget, depending upon your eligibility, and depending upon the intake that you are looking for. You need to research your colleges, you need to apply over there, and once your applications are successful, you will get offer. So if you this entire process may takes around 3 to 4 weeks. Once it is done, then you have to go for an APS certification. So this is a process that requires 4 to 8 weeks of time, and it is quite a it is not a complicated process, but many students are unaware about this. So I'm going to make a separate video for APS, but right now just understand that after getting an offer letter, you have to go for the APS. There is a group APS, there is an individual APS. I mean, there are different kind of categories of APS that I'm going to discuss in length and breadth when I will make a separate video for APS. So keep on coming to this channel and keep on checking. I'm very soon I'm going to publish the video on that also. So it will take another 4 to 8 weeks. That means around 2 months right now till the APS certification. 2 to 3 months is covered. Then you after this you have to open your blocked account and insurance, which may take around a week, and then you have to fill up your form, consular service portal. You have to arrange all the documents you have to fill. That may takes 1 to 2 weeks, and then you have to take a visa appointment at VFS, and this visa appointment at VFS can take from 1 week to 8 weeks depending upon the rush at the VFS center. And then there will be a visa interview on that particular day. And once you completed your visa interview process, you have to wait for your visa result, which we call as visa processing. That takes around 3 to 8 weeks. So this is a roughly timeline, and you need to prepare yourself accordingly. Now, what are the eligibility requirement? Now, for the bachelor program, the eligibility requirement is 12 year of education. There are certain university who ask for the 13 years of education also. So for the 13 years of education, what you have to do, that there are two ways that you can show your 13 years of education, because Germany schools are 13 years. So they ask for 13 years of education. So number one is that you can do your bachelor's, 1 year of bachelor's over here in India, and then you can seek admission for the undergraduate, that means bachelor programs in Germany, or otherwise you can go for the foundational program in Germany, and that's how you can cover your one extra year. That means you can show your 13th year of admission over there, about which I will talk in detail in later. So 12 year of education is there, and then IELTS of 6.5 or TOEFL 80 plus is what required to show your language readiness. And then if you have a SAT, the chances of positive outcomes remains higher, but then SAT is not mandatory, it's optional. But if you are going to give a SAT, it will always have an added advantage for that. And yes, because German universities are quite competitive, so you need to have a strong academic record. The better your academic scores in 10th, 11th, and 12th, the better your chances that you could be able to fetch an admission offer letter from the university. So, and what is the eligibility requirements for the masters? The eligibility requirement for the masters is relevant bachelor degree. Understand what I'm saying? Relevant bachelor degree. That means the course that you are going to opt, you must have been studied about that course in your bachelor's also. So, suppose you have done a BCom and now you want to do a digital marketing, that becomes an irrelevant, non-relevant courses. So you need to take in a mind that kind of what kind of a course you are applying it. And then again, language requirement is there. And then here again, GRE is optional, it is not mandatory, but if you give, then it can have a certain added advantage, obviously. And research experience is preferred if you are going for masters. So this is the thing that you need to take care about. So next, let us talk about how much money you need to arrange if you are planning to study in Germany. You must be aware that in Germany there are two kind of university. One is public, second is private. Public university usually just charge a nominal 1,000 to 1,500 euros as their admission fees or enrollment fees. They do not have a tuition fees. However, getting admission into public university is very challenging, and that's why many students from India opt to study in private universities in Germany, and those private universities are also equally qualified, and they are approved, and they have a great teaching quality. So one can also anytime consider to study in the private universities. So private universities fees range somewhere like 6,000 to 8,000 euros. So let us talk in detail. What are the monthly living requirements over here? So accommodation, you need to spend around 400 euros. Now it always vary upon the kind of a city that you are living. If you are living in a big metropolitan city like Munich or Berlin, definitely your cost of living, accommodation, other things will go higher. Also, it depends that in which part of city you are living. So accommodation, but on an average, will take around 400 euros. Food and grocery will take 200 euros. Transportation will cost you around 80 euros. Leisure activities, 100 to 200 euros. And oh, sorry, this is so now let us see the annual requirements. So in the last slide, what we have seen was the monthly requirement, but there are certain expenses that you need to spend once in a year. What are those? Those are like a block account that you need to open, 11,904 euros. Semester fees you may have to give if like extra. These are the charges in during each semester, 100 to 350 euros. Books and supplies 200 to 500 euros. So total annual budget for the living, you need to shell out around 15,000 euros right now. This is the total annual budget for the living, 15,000 euros. You can recover this 15,000 euros either doing part-time jobs over there, or you may secure some scholarship or paid internship. So these are the ways that you can recover most of the cost. But this is the cost that usually one has to bear. So depending upon the city, these are the costs that you can see in your screen. That Munich will cost you somewhere between 1,200 to 1,500 euros per month. Hamburg, this much, 1,000 to 1,300. Berlin is relatively cheaper as compared to Munich and Hamburg, 900 to 1,000. And smaller city will cost you around 800 to 1,000 euros per month. So this is all in today's video. I am coming up with the Germany playlist, which will feature detailed visa and SOP process of the Germany in the next video. Then there will be a video on APS and test staff. Also, there will be a video on scholarship detail. And I will give you a detailed knowledge about the available scholarships in the Germany, and then I will tell you about the popular universities and courses. So stay tuned in this channel. I'm bringing all the information that are required to study in Germany. Still, if you have some inquiry, you can call us on our WhatsApp, or you can send your query on this number that is being flashing on your screen. And to stay updated with all the kind of study abroad activities, like for the different countries, be it Australia, Ireland, Germany, or any other European nation, please keep subscribing this channel, and see you in next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.